All right, this is James Pelton, and here with you today with another passive income opportunity. So excited to have you guys. Again, I'm so thankful for you, audience, and especially for you guys who are here just day after day. I know I do a lot of AMAs, and I have a lot of opportunities. I love doing it, and I couldn't do it unless there was an audience who showed up to kind of watch and hear about it. So I'm thankful for all you guys, but especially those who are regular people here. As we're getting started, as is the YouTube custom, please hit the like button to show the YouTube algorithm that we like this content. And then the comment question of the day, again, just to get comments going so YouTube sees comments and thinks, wow, everybody's talking on this live. It's so cool. So the question for today, I'm going to do what's your favorite movie? Go ahead and comment your favorite movie of all time. Whether you're watching this live or watching the replay, it helps both to hit the like button and comment what's your favorite movie. Okay, so today we've had this one on the calendar for quite a while. I've been excited for it, but I have Mario from MyFirstPlant. So Mario, thank you for joining us here today. I'm excited to talk about this. Could you start just by introducing yourself a little bit?
Hello, pleased to meet you. Yes, of course I can. Um, I'm Mario Abraham. I'm from Carinthia. It's in the south of Austria, and we are started with our business a bit more than 2 years ago. But the idea was a few years further. A colleague of mine just pushed me to that sector or to that section, and he said, you have to take a look at cannabis, you have to take a look at CBD. It's very, very good. We have great opportunities in this market because when it comes to Austria, we have not liberalized till yet. Germany is starting with THC, I think, at the end of this year, but Austria is not taking that step at the moment. But the CBD market in Europe is growing like crazy, and we were some of the first companies who grew big in this market because we had the opportunity to start as one of the first in this market. So that I saw the opportunity, and then yeah, we simply started to work.
Okay, very, very cool. So let's start by talking about, why cannabis? Why do you think cannabis is a good investment opportunity at this time in the world economy?
It's um, a great opportunity when it comes to other countries like or state like Europe, because the market was a few years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, the market was like zero. And now the people, also younger and older people, starting to realize that we have a great plant here. We have big opportunities for the future. We have a very, very positive impact on the CO2 output and the regulation for CO2. We have great health opportunities. So you have so many sections where we can sit your foot in. So the possibilities were, yeah, I think it's nearly endless.
Okay, yeah, I totally agree. I think we're kind of just at the beginning of, it's kind of started to be introduced and starting to kind of, regulations and the legality is starting to get worked out. And I think you're right. We're at kind of the bottom of this big, maybe a plant. Maybe that's the best way to visualize it. But we're kind of at the
Of
little
course.
sprouts. So that's fitting. That's a great illustration. Good job. Good job, James. So can you talk about how your platform works and what exactly that you guys do?
Yes, so we have on the first hand, we have our platform, and we sell so-called e-growing. Um, the meaning is you're buying a plant, you're buying the work our company is doing for the upcoming years, and we are going to put your plant on the ground. We are going to grow it. We are going to harvest it, and after that, you can either have your harvest sent to your home, or on the other hand, we can sell it for you, and you can have the money we got for the selling of your output of the plant for your harvest. That's the core thing on the one hand, and on the second hand, we're going to produce a lot of cosmetic and healthcare products inside MyFirstPlant and sell it to our customers as well. So we have two big, I would say, two big opportunities in our market.
Okay, and then do you do any THC, or is it only CBD, or kind of a
I,
combination?
I would like to do, but the regulations don't allow it at the moment. So we are doing CBD only. We are going to start the THC market as soon as we can do it legally.
Okay, and that is
Depends on the
always,
regulations given to us.
yes, no, and that's always the tough part of this market, and that's why that there
Of
is a
course,
market right now, is because the regulations have made it difficult, so not just anybody can
you,
go do it. Um,
you have to find your way on and fight your way through that regulations until they are turning it like in the USA. I think it's going to be finished in a few years, so the whole USA should be THC legal when I have the right informations. Europe is starting, but America or USA is miles further.
yeah, the US is always kind of slow and kind of difficult to get all the regulations done. And I've talked about this with other consumables, but one thing I like about tobacco, alcohol, cannabis, these whiskey, those types of products is they are kind of non-correlated to the rest of the market. So if we see a
Yeah.
worldwide recession, usually these other projects like the CBD and these types of things keep going up, even though the rest of the market's
Yes,
going down. So
of
that's one of the
course.
things I like about this. Can we talk just a minute about regulation? And can you talk about, do you see problems with regulations in Europe? And then can you talk about how this applies to US people?
One big problem I think we have is that some points are not regulated clearly, and on the other hand, the change of some regulations you can't see or calculate. I don't see a big problem. One of the big problems in our market when it comes to e-growing is some words like investment, some words like ROE, return of invest. That's some big problems because we don't sell some financial products. We are selling a plant and we are growing and harvesting it for our customers. So we have the harvest on the one hand and the plant you're buying on the second hand. Because when it comes to the financial market, we have some regulations and yeah, they, they don't want us to do this because you have to have a bank license to do investment products, and we simply don't have a bank license and we don't want to have one because we are basically we are growing plants.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to stay in the plant business, not the
Yes,
financial business.
of
So
course.
yeah, you have to be really careful with the
It,
words. Yeah, you can't use investment, return on investment. You can't expect any return and things like that.
of course we have some facts. We have the grams a plant can produce over time. We can give that things, but we also can say if some plants are dying, um, we do it for our own, for our customers to restock it, but we don't. We usually don't have to because we have a nature product. It's out of our hands if some plants are dying. Uh, but we do it for our customers because it's the fairest way to say, okay, some plants died. We have some stock on our own so we can replant it and the customer has his plants as he bought it.
Okay. And can I
and
ask? Oh no, go ahead.
And when it comes to the US market, we have to finally check some other regulations, because it would be, we are setting foot in America when it comes to this point for the first time. So we have to check some extra regulations, because we don't want to burn our fingers in that market, only because we didn't do our homework correctly. So that's a
Yeah, no,
point
that's
I
a
don't want to do.
yeah, and we were talking about that how the US makes it just so much more difficult. So how does this apply then to people in the US like myself? Can we not use the product, or can we not use My First Plant, or how does that, do we have to use it sneakily, or how does
You
that
you
work?
may you might use it, but we have to check some things first. So it depends. It can take us a bit longer to set foot in the US market, but we definitely want to do it if we have a chance to set foot there. But we want to make it legally and everything 100% correct. That's the biggest clue we have to do. We are doing everything to make it 100% clear for everyone, because we don't want to do something in between just to go a bit faster. That's not our way of work.
Okay, yeah, no, totally get that. So can we talk through the platform a little bit? Like, how much is one plant, and then how much? We're not going to say return on investment, but how much? I don't know the right way to word it. How much plant is going to be grown? Maybe we'll say that.
You
Um,
have two different plans up to now. We have three plans in our system. The third is already sold out, because we have one outdoor plant and two indoor plants. They are depending in price and in harvest. So in the grams or in the ounces you get out of your plant, you have a bit more in the more expensive one, as you see here. There you have a harvest for about, I think, I have to calculate, 3 to 4 ounces. I think it would be per 120 days. And for the smaller one, it would be 1 to 2 ounces for the same amount of time or period of time. And we get about €1 per gram when we sell it for our customers. So you can say you have about I think $300 to $400 per year.
okay,
I
and
think
can
about that, plus
okay,
minus, because we have a plant. We can't say you're making definitely 100 grams. That's the plant won't do that.
okay, gotcha. And we do have some questions from the audience that I want to take.
Oh,
But
of
first
course.
off, just welcoming people who are just joining us. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Please hit the like button. We're commenting what is our favorite movie, and JP Ivy says The Patriot, which is my favorite movie. Mario, I don't know if you've ever seen The Patriot. Uh,
Yes, of course.
oh,
But
yeah. Okay, great.
it's a
Best movie.
few years ago.
Okay, it's the best movie for sure. Can I ask, why do you do this model? Like, why not just grow all the plants yourself? Why are you kind of outsourcing the funding of these plants in this way?
It is one big reason we can grow faster. We said we have to start, but we have to start with a certain amount of speed in this market, because if it takes us too long to set foot in that market, some bigger companies will definitely make it themselves, and then we are the second in row, and I don't want to be the second in row.
Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. And is it hard to get traditional financing for something like this? I know in the US
It's
they can't do any cannabis financing through banks, so they have to use
impossible.
methods like this. Is it the same in Europe?
Yes, it's impossible.
Okay,
it's
nope.
it's hard it's hard to get a bank account anyways. So it's I think it's kind of like in the US, because I think also the cannabis business in America is a cash business, as I know.
Yes,
up
for
to
now
now.
at least. Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully that changes because then that'll bring
yeah,
prices.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
But the world is changing a lot at the moment.
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully.
And so then some of my followers were into juicy fields, which I think you are familiar with. But so they were burned by juicy fields. It was kind of a very similar idea, but then it was kind of just they ended up just kind of disappearing, and we're not really sure what's going on. Can you talk about how people might be more confident about what you're doing?
I can't tell the exact things with what happened at Juicy Fields, but we have some points. We have outdoor fields on our own. We have indoor growing operations, also in Switzerland, and you can visit them. You can simply write us, can write an email, can write on our support. It will take us some time further before you come to Austria to visit that fields, but we don't have to hide anything. So you can visit us and you can take a look at the plants. You can take a look at the indoor operations. So that's one big point because we want to play open to our customers. We don't have to hide anything. And the second big thing is we do not sell an investment product. I think that was a big deal for Juicy Fields in Germany.
Yeah, and I would love to come visit someday and I get some video. Hey, here's the fields and here's how it's going to meet you guys. That
I'm
would be
looking
awesome.
forward to that.
Yeah, that would be great. I'll have to see if I can get over there. Actually, I was just in Malta and we stopped in Zurich on the way there. So that was my
Oh,
first
then
time.
it's not a lot of driving from Zurich.
Okay. Well, next time I'll have to go ahead and do that. Are
Of
there
course.
updates? So when people buy plants, is there a way to see like how their plant is doing? Or I know some projects have like cameras of the plants and things like that. Do you have any of that?
We want to, um, but the growth inside the company and on our customers was that big, so we have to, yeah, we had to set some different priorities. We wanted to do it from the beginning. We just simply have no time because it's more important to have enough plants for our customers. Uh, I think it's a more important thing than see your plants growing. I definitely want to do it, but we just simply had no time for that. But we have the possibility to keep you updated, to make some things new, and have some releases. Yeah, sometimes under the year.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize when a business is growing very fast, it's you might have the ideal of here's how we want everything to work, but it takes time to get from starting up when you have this huge growth,
Of
then okay,
course,
well now we need to build this, and you have to prioritize. And so yeah, it's just a matter of what is top priority.
correct.
Um, we have someone from Switzerland who says, I found this company, was thinking about investing in it. I fear that the market is oversaturated and prices have crashed. Have you seen the price of CBD? Is the market getting saturated? Have you seen the prices come down?
Totally. But we have on the other hand, we have yeah, some kind of safety for that because we want to, it's not possible at the moment, but we are going to that point, or we are coming to that point. uh, we are selling our harvest to our partners who are making the products, so we are not 100% yeah, we don't set foot in that price fighting because we are they are taking it for the same amount of money every time. So the more products we are selling, the safer we are, and we want to make yeah, some kind of a balance between plants we are selling and products we are making.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons that you want to be as fast as you can, because
Of course,
if you can get out ahead of everyone else, then you can kind of win some of those price wars because you're so far out ahead in
we
your volume.
are making the prices ourselves.
Yep, exactly. You can kind of lead the market in that. Um, how long does the growth last? So after 5 years, you get this harvest every 120 days. What happens
Yes,
after the 5 years?
we are talking through some plans. The one thing is you can make it for 1 year longer. Uh, but we don't have to. We didn't finalize it at the moment. It's also because of the big growth. Some things are just, yeah. It takes us a bit longer than we expected it. Simple as that.
Yeah, nope, definitely get that. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pivoting as you guys continue to grow, as you're working through
Yes.
regulations and you're working through. Now we want to get into the U.S. Now, you guys haven't been going for 5 years, so you'll have to kind of figure out, well, what do we do
Of,
now? Some of these plants are
of
done.
course, of course, a lot is not settled yet. We have to make some things a bit different. We definitely don't want to make it like every other CBD company. Because we want to make things different, but yeah, we are finding our way. Everything is working already, but we have some possibilities to make it more manageable, to make it grow faster, grow better, to get more benefit for our customers. So we are working on everything, but we have to do it step by step. And we start by doing now a newsletter every week to keep you updated. I know we did not have newsletter for quite a time right now because of the lots of works we have to do, but that's the first step. We make weekly updates inside our back office, and we are doing the next thing step by step.
Okay, very cool. And then someone from the audience is asking. By the way, audience, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I think I'm kind of finishing up with my questions. I feel like this, answered a lot of the things that I was wondering about. But Atlantine wants to know: are any of these plants organic? Which I don't
uh
totally know what that
yes,
entails or means, but maybe you can answer that.
inside our indoor operations, I can say no, because we have some quite different systems, so it's not possible in that way. Every one of our outdoor plants is 100% organic. It's biological. We have the certificates for that. We don't use any chemicals. We just use biological products um, to get that plants grown and harvested, because it's also a thing of, yeah, I think it depends on your CO2 footprint. And for the future, we want to go definitely green, and I think that's the way to go.
Okay, and do you have any pictures of the operation? I was looking around the website, I didn't see any,
No,
but I was wondering if you had any.
not on my phone, because I killed my my company phone yesterday, so I don't have any pictures with me at the moment. But yes, of course, we have some pictures. Uh, I maybe can send it to you a few days after, because my assistant can send it to you anyways.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's
Yeah, if
that
you want to
that's
send it.
not the biggest clue.
Yes, yep, for sure. Go ahead and send that over when you get a chance. And then
Of course.
how does your company feel about expanding your options for selling products such as CBD oil, CBD soap, CBD lotions, etc.? Do you mostly do the planting or do you also sell those products or kind of how do you split up the business?
Of course, we are going to make some products, and we definitely want to make some niche products. So we don't want to go broad in the market, because I don't think that's the way to go. Uh, but we deliver some niche. We have CBD oil anyways, because you have to when you're making a CBD company. I think it's necessary, but that would not be the yeah, the most selling products for us. We just catch two three things, and we are going to make them big. We deliver everything when it comes CBD oil, cosmetics, uh, but we have a few products also only we have in program.
Okay, very cool. And then for people who want to get started, I do have a referral link. So I just want to be clear about that. There is a referral link, but you go to the website, you register. Once you get, and then this is what you need. Pick German or English. I picked English for mine. Then when you're buying plants, there's two options right now because the third is sold out. There's indoor and indoor two, and indoor is 900 pounds, right? Or is that
Uh,
euros? See,
not
Americans.
900 euros.
Okay, see,
It is euros.
Americans are arrogant. Like we don't know what's going on. We only know the dollar sign. But yes, and euros is about $1 right now, so that's kind of nice for
I
conversion.
think so, yeah.
So 900 for that one, 450 for that one. So this one produces 80 to 100 every 120 days, and this is 40 to 50. Do you know
Yeah.
about what that is? What do you do after a harvest exactly?
We have to replant it for our customers because it's a plant who only grows one time. So we are going to replant it. We are making clones from mother plants, and then we are going to replant it, and the cycle starts from the beginning. So for our customers, they don't have to do anything. We are doing it automatically, but to know how it works, um, we are going to make the clones from the mother plants. We're going to put it on in our indoor operation or outdoors as you bought it, and then we are growing it, harvesting it, we are drying it, and then we are going to sell it on the one hand, or on the other hand we can deliver also your harvest depending on the regulations you have in your foreign country.
Probably
Of
not to
course.
the U.S.
Probably not.
Okay. So how much, like, I know we're not talking about return on investment here, but how much is this 80 to 100 grams roughly would sell for and come back to the user?
It's this is only there for security reasons. We're making for about 95 94 grams every harvest, but we have to set a range because it's a natural product. We can't say it's that way. That's why we have that range in there.
Gotcha. And do you know how much that is roughly worth in euros?
Um, one euro per gram. So for about 80 to 100 euros.
Okay, so okay, gotcha. So again, so it's 900 for a plant, and then about 80, about 90 per every 120 days in
Yes, of
harvest.
course.
Okay, and then someone's wanting to know how do you buy with crypto? And I can't even remember all the payment options that you had, so I'm just going to click
We
checkout
have
here.
two options at the moment. We are working on the others because also they have a problem with CBD at the moment. Um, we have we have the SEPA um, payment providing, so I think you don't have it in the US. Uh, so you might have to do it via crypto. So we have two possibilities. The one is bank account, the second is crypto, but bank account I think would not work at the moment for US people.
Yes, I think you're 100% correct. So yeah, you just pay with Bitcoin direct checkout, and I think you can probably pay with Bitcoin or maybe other crypto too with that, or is it just Bitcoin?
Not at the moment, but we're working on that point also. So maybe we can deliver it mid no and end of September, October, maybe. I cannot promise at the moment.
Okay, so for now, Bitcoin only, but probably will be open to USDT, Litecoin in coming months. That's again on the
Of course.
growth to-do list of things that you're working on. Okay. Well, very, very cool. I think I'm looking through the comments to see if there's anything else that I think would be really helpful. I would love for you when you get a chance to send those pictures over just so I can kind of update the
Of
audience
course.
with that. But I think that's all the questions that I have for you, Mario. Thank you very much. That was super helpful. Do you have
Thank
any
you too.
final words that you want to share? I know you're on your way to, I think, the
Um,
airport or somewhere, but
no,
do you have
no,
any final words?
I'm driving. I'm driving to Berlin
Okay, you're
right
driving
now.
to Berlin. All right. Is there a newsletter that people can sign up for? That's on the homepage, correct?
Yes, if you're registered, we are going to send you the newsletters, and I think right now they are coming per mail as well. So if you're registered, you're receiving our newsletter.
Okay, very cool. So yeah, go ahead and just sign up for an account. You can check it out. You don't have to pay anything to sign up for an account. So you can do that, check things out, read the newsletter, wait to see the pictures. If you are, are really skeptical, wait till I go over to Switzerland. I don't know when that will be, but hopefully before too long. I would really love to do that. But yeah, then you'll get some updates. I did buy some plants, I'll go ahead and say, and just kind of waiting to see. I think I did that when I first reached out to you guys maybe a month or so ago. So we'll kind of wait for me to get results on that. But yeah, thank you very much, Mario. This was super helpful
Yeah,
for me.
thank you too for your time.
Yeah. So audience, want to appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button on your way out. If you do have additional questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can answer what I can. Or on the website, you can shoot, support at myfirstplant.eu. Ask them questions. They've been much easier to talk with than some of the other platforms. That's one of the reasons that I was able to get an AMA with you guys, which I wasn't able to do with some of the other platforms. So it's good to see a face, and that
Yes, of course.
helps you feel better. So yeah, leave a like on your way out,
Right.
and then Mario, thank you so much for your time. Please drive safely.
Thank you too.
All right.
I do.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. Auf Wiedersehen.